Hi, so I went to flightstat.com, went to Tulsa International Airport, went to departure flights from yesterday morning, and I copied and pasted. So I don't know if this is per se from Excel, but I definitely, I'm sure it does. Uh, I'm sure it is. But in addition, I feel like I learned how to copy and paste correctly, like using special tags and using transpose. So it was very helpful and necessary to help me with this chart. So then I created a table, as you can see here. I named the sheet departure, and I copied this to morning departures. Okay, going back to departures, I inserted subtotals by going to data, went data, went to subtotal. Then they wanted me to do destination. Clicked on destination, change, yeah, then went to destination, and I'm gonna cancel that. But I went to destination, and then you can collapse to see whatever you want to specify. So you can collapse to 1, or collapse to 2, collapse to 3. And I thought that was very interesting. Collapse to see the subtotals and the grand, which you can see here. Okay. Then I went to the morning departure tab. I inserted the use this data to insert a pivot table. So here's pivot table, and inserting pivot table. I went to pivot table. Okay, so here's the pivot table. What I learned so far though is, in addition, I learned how to use a pivot table. I thought this was very interesting because you can go to fields and you just follow what is stated. Go put departure and filters. You can filter that airline, destination, kind of flight, and values, status and columns. So destination, airlines, and rows. I really found that very helpful, very interesting. Something that I definitely can use in the future. I then went to name the chart. So of course I went to pivot table and analyze. I went and clicked morning departure, type morning departure to name it. Okay, so then I created a pivot chart from the original database. So I did that by going to insert again, and I clicked pivot chart. Okay, again, then they explained that they want me to do destination axis, use values for flight, and change it to count, which was changed, kind of already there per se. So again, it's been very helpful to learn how to use these. So when I see a chart, I'm like, oh wow, this is how it's done. You know, you use the chart and you can utilize the right side to use axis values. I thought that was something that I did not know, and it's definitely something that will help me. And in addition, I used a slicer. I added a slicer. The slicer, they wanted me to focus on status. I went to status, and then I clicked on time, so you can see the flights that were on time. So, and I saved this. I did the format. I mean the footer. Okay. This I learned in this Excel, how to use pivot tables, pivot charts, understanding the fields here on the right side. I use how to use slicer and how to do subtotals and how to collapse to see what I want. All right, thank you.